It has been a few weeks. I am commenting on the situation very late. There is a reason for that. I actually wasn't going to make any video regarding the situation because it's very delicate, it's very sensitive. But the main reason I actually wasn't going to talk about this was because so many people already have. And I feel as though I didn't have much valuable insight or anything new to add to the situation. So I thought that I'd just leave it. And as someone who stays up to date with all things social media, things like this show up on my feed and I receive a lot of the information through other social media platforms, and I really just needed somewhere to put this, and I felt like making a video about it was the best place. So I'm just gonna come out and say it. Mizkif is a weirdo. This dude, from everything that I have seen over the last few weeks, he is such a strange man, and it's just so weird to see all the things that have happened over the last few weeks. I mean, realistically, just by looking at him, we should have seen this coming, because I mean, damn. Now, was that a bit low of me? Yes. Was that low-hanging fruit? Definitely, but I'm not really gonna apologize for it, because a lot of the stuff that I've seen over the last few weeks, he kinda has it coming. Allegedly. For those of you who are not up to date with what's going on somehow, I will give you guys a brief summary of a lot of the things that have happened. To give a brief overview, Emiru is a very popular streamer, as well as Mizkif. They both stream on Twitch, and they were actually dating for a big period of time. Now, they actually dated for several years, with the relationship allegedly ending because Emiru wanted to settle down and have kids and wanted to marry, whereas Mizkif felt as though he did not want to. Now, how do I know this information? I will actually get to this later on in the video. Now, recently, Emiru actually released an hour-long video exposing Mizkif and accused him of several things such as psychological and domestic abuse, stalking and harassment, SA, and threats of blackmail. She also said that she only retained and held on to this info for a long time because Mizkif, part of the blackmail allegation, said that if she did say anything about it, he would expose her for mistreating her rabbits. Now, I will play some parts from Emiru's video to summarize some of the points she made and let her say it in her own words.
He would throw bottles, like plastic bottles with liquid in it, not like glass bottles, at me, despite me telling him like I didn't like it and it scared me and I bruise very easily. He would throw his phone at me. I would tell him, you know, it scared me, I don't like it. And one time it even hit me in the eye, which caused me to get a black eye, but he always, you know, was like, oh, it's an accident. And I was like, oh yeah. Other things would happen, like I'd be trying to sleep and he would scream at me and say that it was all my fault, that he felt insecure. There was a time that I walked into a room that he was in, and as soon as he saw me there, he threw his phone at the dresser and started yelling because I had posted a YouTube video within the same couple of days as him, and mine was doing better.
One of the really serious allegations that Emiru threw was the one of SA, and I'll play a short clip where she spoke about what happened in her words.
Started to try to comfort me by hugging me while I was sitting on the couch and holding me really close to him. And when this was happening, we hadn't talked in quite a while, and I'm usually very uncomfortable with being touched a lot by people that I'm not in a relationship with. But I let him hold me while I was crying. And he started kissing me in my face, and I let him do it. I was still sobbing a lot. And then suddenly he tried to climb on top of me and aggressively shoved his hand down my pants. And I screamed. Yeah. And when I screamed, he jumped off me like a cat, like. And instead of apologizing or checking if I was okay, he said, I feel weird now. I feel like I did something wrong. I have to go. And he immediately left my house while I was still crying.
Now, it is important to note that these are allegations because they are very serious, And I'm just going to put that out there that nothing is confirmed, but I'm also just saying this so Mizkif doesn't add me to his lawsuit. What lawsuit am I talking about? You'll find out later. But on top of these allegations, there was also some DMs which Emiru quote-unquote accidentally leaked, and they are pretty crazy to read. I'm gonna leave a photo up and I'm gonna read them out. The original DMs that were leaked were quite blurry, but people did make an enhanced version side by side, so it was a little easier to read. So Mizkif here says, "You literally lift your legs like a cheerleader multiple times, stick a bottle between your legs and play with it. Farm those parasocial people by doing this content in the first place, after claiming to me you don't want these weirdos and you hate this community and hate the just chatting community." Emiru then responds saying, "I genuinely don't think of those things like that as sexual when I'm doing it, especially since I'm wearing pajama pants, but I will stop." Mizkif replies saying, "Okay, lol." Emiru then says, "I do dislike having to always make content for those type of viewers, but I thought this was something that would be easy and low effort." Mizkif said, "Go to sleep on stream. Clearly that's not one we've talked about or you know is bad to do." Emiru said yes. Mizkif then continues on to say, "Heard that 1,000 times, so done with this, I don't believe you at all." Emiru says that I'm not trying to attract weird people and apologizes. Mizkif calls bullshit, and Emiru says I don't think of things the same way. Now these DMs actually came from a stream in current time. There is video of what Mizkif is talking about and what happened after these DMs, which I'll show here.
I'm scared I'm gonna spill this Tito's on the Kirby and then this pile's just gonna reek of vodka forever. I've been waiting for about 10 months now, and it's not and I also stopped doing business, which is not a good thing. But that's the reason I was able to end this weird day, because I have to
You see that Emiru is playing with the bottle, as Mizkif said, and how he found that sexual somehow. And you'll see when Emiru comes back how her demeanor really changes.
I am cringe. I'm fine. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to make anybody worry. I was just having a moment or whatever. But I have pizza now. Yay. So no, my blanket. It's fine. Worse has happened. I'm doing great. Yeah, I did get a call from Tectone asking well, I didn't even get to hear him say anything, but I assume it was to ask if I was good, but I could not answer. I'm feeling great right now. So why don't we continue the Q&A for a little bit. And I'll just sit here and not... I'll just sit here. I'm fine. You realize going off cam forms viewers, so now we'll never see her again. Nah, it's my bad. I was just having a moment, but I'm good. Sorry. I am perfectly fine. Everything is fine. Oh, I'm a terrible person. Disaster stream. Seems like every stream I do lately. Haha. It's fine. Ow. I'm not gonna cry.
Mind you, she was also gone for 45 minutes in this stream, assuming that she was talking to Mizkif during this time, and she says that she was just having a moment, which is honestly just quite sad. She keeps on reassuring the chat that she's fine and everything is fine, because people keep asking her what's going on because she seems so off. It's honestly just really sad to watch in current time. But this just goes to show that controlling nature of Mizkif, which was portrayed in Emiru's video, and it's pretty damning and kind of hard to just ignore. Speaking of this controlling nature, we will actually get back to this and comment more on it, but first I want to talk about Mizkif's response. See, now Mizkif actually dropped his own response, responding to everything that Emiru said, And I have to say, this might be one of the worst responses I have ever heard to drama. I mean, just the start of this video, it makes me crack up every time I see it, honestly. I do know that I understand this is a very serious and delicate situation, but I'm just like, let me just roll it for you guys, man.
Expose everything, bro. It's time to go full demon time. It's clearly obvious at this point. It's full demon time. There is no holding back. Who cares anymore? I will expose everything about every person that you've ever known.
I mean, dude, it's time to go full demon time. Oh my! And then just saying that and dropping one of the worst responses ever it is just sad, bro. It is sad. Now, before I mentioned that he was actually blackmailing Emiru, saying that he's going to use her mistreatment of her rabbits against her, and he actually says this in his video, saying that he won't use it.
When it comes to Emiru, when she says that I was getting ready to go after her and that I was going to use her rabbits against her, that was never the plan. My plan for myself was very simple.
Which is weird because he then proceeds to actually use it against her.
Here is a video up close of Emiru's rabbits. These are small little mites that are inside the rabbit cage, and she didn't care. She completely neglected these animals, and I'm not going to sit around and let people say that she didn't. People who came to my house knew that they were neglected. This is an up-close view of the rabbit cage being completely disgusting and neglected. She left them to die.
So I guess in that sense, Emiru was actually right. He somehow tried to just prove that, oh, Emiru, I got you. I was never going to use your rabbits against you. And then just used it against her. So, like, I don't know. He's just a weird one. So that was very, very strange. But also going back to the controlling nature and just being very jealous of other people's success, he actually acknowledges this and accepts it in his response.
Obsessed with streaming and viewership. And when my cancellation happened, and even before it, I mean, it's something you guys know. I've been massively obsessed with streaming and viewership over the years, and it's disgusting and it has ruined my fucking life. It is something that I am envious of others. I am angry at others because of it. It makes me jealous when I see others doing well, and it has made me realize that I am, I'm never happy for someone else if they're doing much better than me. You guys know this is true if you watch my old stream. I've always been this way. I've been very envious of other people.
Now, this obsession with viewership that he talks about is actually something which has been said before. There was a stream with Sinner and Mizkif where Sinner actually says this.
I'm gonna come to my family reunion.
Only if I could take a picture and say, fun with the family.
No, I don't. I actually don't want you to go. It's because you're like a psychopath. Miz, when you're normal, even at parties, you stand around like this with a drink, and then you walk up to people and you're like, you know, I wouldn't talk to you if your viewership wasn't as high, you know? Like, that's literally what you do all the time. You're an ego asshole!
Because I don't take any of you seriously because you're not actually my friends. No, I'm sorry. You know you're my friend. And is Senna a real one? No. Okay, let's begin on this whole thing.
And this is actually psychopathic behavior, like Sinner said. Like, I know she was joking while saying it, but genuinely, this dude has a screw loose. He is so strange. There's actually something in this response video which makes me die of laughter every time I see it. Now, as I played before, Emiru talked about how Mizkif would constantly throw things, and Mizkif addresses this in his video. I'll just play it for you guys.
Not so bad, but Emmy was also violent. She would throw clothes or plushies at me, and I've punched holes in the walls or slammed doors in aggression.
I mean, this dude is equating what Emiru said to throwing plushies. He's acting like getting a plushie thrown at him is leaving him like this. But on a more serious note, I want to touch on another topic, which is Mizkif's relationship with Maya Higa, who's another popular streamer. Now, after the Emiru situation, a lot of clips have been resurfacing from old streams with Maya and Mizkif, which kind of portrays the negative behaviors that Mizkif would do to Maya. Now, at the time, they weren't massive because they were just seen as jokes, but in hindsight, the clips look quite bad. two main clips I want to show. One is an argument between Mizkif and Maya, and I'm just going to say now, both of these clips are really, really uncomfortable to watch, especially now knowing what we know from Emiru's side, so I just want to point that out.
Do you like my setup?
Shut up. Excuse me. Don't talk to me like that, Matthew. Sorry, Maya. No, it's not funny. Every time you do it, it bothers me. It's just me kidding around, Maya. Well, it's not funny to me. I don't think it's funny. I don't know why you say it to me all the time. Because it's funny, Maya. It's just me trolling. I don't even realize I say it. Well, start paying attention to what you have to say because it's getting really annoying that you do this all the time.
The fact that we've had this conversation that many times and somehow it's still not serious enough to you is annoying.
Shut up. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do.
Now, obviously, like I said, this clip is just really uncomfortable to watch, and it kind of just shows that Mizkif did not take Maya very serious. It's very evident that she was being serious in that clip. But yeah, the other clip I want to show. Now, like I mentioned a couple times before, Emiru did accuse Mizkif of doing things like throwing things at her, and this clip actually shows Mizkif throwing bags at Maya in a pretty aggressive way, so I'll show you guys that now.
I'm talking to him today.
Well, nobody asked you to, so.
I'm not doing it.
Okay.
Look at her face. She's so uninterested.
She said no.
Maya unimpressed. That's what that was.
2 Starbucks bags of Starbucks I got you over the past few days.
Oh my god.
Skip, that was
Throw
not
it back.
funny.
Throw it
Yeah,
back.
that better be. Oh my god, I would beat the shit out of him.
We're live.
What the fuck?
We're live, she says.
He would throw bottles, like plastic bottles with liquid in it, not like glass bottles, at me, despite me telling him like I didn't like it and it scared me and I bruise very easily.
So yeah, just an all-around really weird treatment of his partner. With this footage coming out and Emiru speaking up, it's just doesn't paint him in a good light at all. If it isn't clear enough already, he's just a very immature person. He's been shown to just like crash out multiple times on his stream when anyone says anything negative to him or he doesn't have a lot of attention on him. And as much as I hate to give Asmongold some props and attention, this is a clip of him where, honestly, I very much agree with his take here.
The brain uses so much work, and then I have to charge for like 30 seconds, so I'm good again.
You need your brain?
I'm sorry.
Got him.
I'm fucking done.
I'm fucking done. It's like, oh great, my boyfriend's embarrassing me in front of my friends again. For nothing.
Yeah, it's just stinky Asmongold is right. It's just an embarrassing look for him, and it just doesn't, everything wrapped up into one, it just never makes him out to look good. Now this brings us to the present day. You've had a lot of allegations thrown against you, old Twitch clips have resurfaced painting you out to look quite bad, and you've dropped a very, very bad response video. What do you do now? In typical Mizkif fashion, he does the terrible thing and pulls an Aubrey Graham and decides to sue. Now Mizkif is suing Emiru, Asmongold, and OTK for defamation, saying that they were conspiring against him and that none of the claims were true. Now why this is a really terrible choice is because he's pretty much saying that everything Emiru said in her video is false, which is crazy because he's already admitted to multiple things in his response being true. So just like the man before him, he's gonna pull out this lawsuit and he's just gonna fall flat and fail. But hey, Mizkif, if you're watching, I'm just relaying some information. There's no need to throw me in here. I'm just recapping the story. But I do want to know what you guys thought, so let me know what you guys think in the comments. If you did make it this far, I appreciate it. I know this video is a little bit longer than what I usually make, but if you did, I really appreciate it. As well, if you did like the video, I'd appreciate if you guys left a like and considered subscribing. I will see you guys soon.